Take a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
Andrew Whitelaw here for South China Morning Post, joined now by one of the best combat sports athletes of all time, Alistair Overeem. Alistair, great to see you, sir. How you doing? Alexander Volkov on the horizon. You've kind of fought everybody at heavyweight. You must have been linked with fighting Alexander a few times in the past. How do you feel about this one?
Well, I feel it's finally going to happen, and I don't know. I feel good. Camp is open. I think I have 2 more workouts to do tomorrow and Saturday, and we're ready. We're sharp. I'm excited to fight Volkov. He displays new, interesting threats. Right? He's got the reach advantage. He's got height. Living like Stefan Struve, but yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting matchup, and I'm happy that it's finally going to happen.
He says that you used to be one of his favorite fighters when he was coming up. There's a lot of respect, I think, particularly at heavyweight, between a lot of the fighters. Even you saw McGregor was very respectful for Dustin. Do you kind of think that era of trash talk is coming to an end, and there is more of a respectful atmosphere nowadays between fighters?
No, well, there's always going to be this, you know, some people just don't vibe with other people, but towards Volkov, I respect him. There's nothing about him that I do not like. I think he's a remarkable mixed martial artist. I think he might be even a cool guy. Somehow, I kind of like Russians. I like different people, so there are probably no bad vibes. Yeah, that being said, it's still going to be a good fight. Still going to be an exciting fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
You see, he thinks that perhaps you'll make a mistake at some stage. He says he doesn't see it going the full distance and that he's going to catch you with something. We know you're both well-rounded martial artists, but do you see it as 2 strikers going at it?
Yeah, we both have full, complete games, right? I might be a little bit more active ground, but I also got striking. He's got ground, he's got striking, so it's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
It's an interesting one for you because this is an incredible run of form that you're on. You've won your last 2, and in many ways, the Rosenstruik fight was a little bit unlucky. I don't think you were super happy with the ref. So 4 wins from your last 5. Do you feel like you're hitting some nice form now?
Listen, I'm still improving, still getting better. So it would be nice to get a win over Volkov, inch ever more closer to the title shot. Because to be honest, I'm getting too old for this. So we gotta hustle up. We gotta close it out, and we want to climb with the title, of course.
Is there a bit of a misconception sometimes about fighters' primes? How do you feel about that in terms of your prime? You say you're getting too old for it, but in many ways at heavyweight, you're still at a very good age.
Correct, but I don't know. I do think that you know, it is taxing on the body. That's one, and number 2, I don't think it's too healthy if you're gonna fight above 42. Everything until 42 is good, but over 42, you see it on Anderson Silva, right? You see it on the fighters. They're getting a little slower, and I just don't think that is the way to go.
Well, at the moment, you're 47-18. How much does the milestone of 50 wins in MMA mean to you? I know your combat sports wins on a whole is a huge number, but is 50 a milestone that you want to achieve before you hang them up?
No. I don't really look at numbers. You know, if there's a number I would look at, it would have been the 93 fight that I did, and this is going to be the 94. There could be an argument. Okay, let's bring that up to 100 fights. But I'm not too much into numbers, and no.
It's a very important time for the division with you know, your teammate nowadays, Curtis. He's up against Derrick Lewis, and then of course we've got Stipe against Ngannou, 2 guys you know very well. How do you see that one going between Stipe and Francis?
Well, no idea. Both are strong, both are fit, both are doing their thing. So I can't say too much about it. I have no idea. If I would have to go for somebody, it would have to be Stipe. He's looking really good, but so is Francis, right? They're both looking strong and good.
How closely will you be keeping an eye on that one? Because given that you're on a run to the title, it's going to be one of those guys you would have thought, right?
Well, besides that being a super exciting matchup, I'm also a fan of the UFC. So I'll be watching them fight. But I like to watch UFC. I like to see the other champions fight. So, yeah, of course, my division, but it's also UFC, right?
Well, I mentioned Curtis fighting Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis is one of the only dudes maybe that you haven't faced in the top 10. You've kind of faced everybody, given that he's ranked at the moment in 4th. Is that something that you see potentially next for you if you beat Alexander?
Yeah, I could see that fight happen. There's been some words left and right. That fight could definitely happen.
And there's another guy coming up in the division right now, Ciryl Gane. Have you been impressed with him?
Yeah, big guy from France. Looks really good, really strong. So also a guy will always be coming. So we'll have to see. I think he's matched with Rosenstein.
You didn't really look at numbers too much, but if this is your final run, is there anything left on your bucket list? Would you like to return to Japan, or would you like to return to Holland one more time, if travel comes back?
Well, okay, so I would love to fight Japan. I would love to fight in Holland, and I think it would also be nice to fight in Brazil to close out my career. So those are the three. Middle East, if you're gonna throw a 4th in there, then let's do that as well, right? Middle East. I never fought in Abu Dhabi. That was kind of also on my list. But Netherlands, Japan, Brazil, definitely.
Is there anybody you can talk to about these things? Is there anybody you can just send like a little message to saying that's what I would like, or do you tell your manager, or do you tell Dana?
Yeah, I can tell Dana. I can tell my management.
Well, the Fight Island one seems like definitely a realistic possibility. Do you ever get the chance to look back? Are you somebody who likes to reflect, or are you saving that for when you retire? Is there anything that you're most proud of? I mean, you held 3 titles at one time at one point in your career.
Yeah, it's been a crazy adventure. I realized that fully, and listen, still going strong, but going back so much many memories, right? And it's been crazy. But again, I'm very happy I experienced it. I'm very proud, and I don't know, man, exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was born for.
Just wanted to ask you then, finally, seems to be a big fad of celebrity boxing at the moment. Ben Askren taking on Jake Paul. We've seen NBA fighters fighting YouTubers. Is that something you could be enticed to with the right money? What do you think of that? Some people say it's not good for boxing. Some people say it's good to bring eyeballs to the sport. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I see the hype of today. On the one hand, it's kind of like stupid and annoying, but on the other hand, I mean, yeah, you are watching, right? You are looking, and it is kind of amusing, and it is, yeah. So it's a double-edged sword, I think. It's a double-edged sword. I've not made up my mind about it.
Okay,
for me,
and
to fight a YouTuber, that would not be fair, I think. I don't think that's a good idea for them. But who knows? If they want to do that, and they have a big mouth, and they be all over me, challenging me, then we'll have to maybe put that into reality. I don't know. We'll see.
Finally, then, 4 out of your last 4 wins have all come via stoppage. Volkov, is this one going to be another quick finish?
We're ready for everything, right? It can go to the decision. It can go to submission. It can go to finish. Can go to KO. Can go to anything. We're ready for everything. We have the weapons. We have the tools. We have the know-how. We have the timing. So I'm ready for anything.
Respect. Always good to talk to you, Alistair. All the best, mate. Thanks a lot.
Hey, good morning, man.
Stick a move in the ring. You can hit